What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? Clorox, what's happening? All right. Well, that's too close. Scoot this back. Much better. What's up? What's up, Warren? Hey, Saul. Have not heard about any Devin leaks. I don't know what that means. 288.4 this morning. What's up, Debrasco? So, had a productive meeting yesterday with a potential new partner, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I hear something relatively soon. All right. I think deadlifts help arm wrestling, or is it more general strength? Do you think deadlifts? I think general strength, taxing your CNS, just good stuff. In video, Bronco Billy, what's happening? Maxim, Brad Andrews, what's up? Well, we're starting off the day with my Leviton balance shake. Like I say, it helps get those healthy bacteria going, so it balances everything else out for the day. Caleb, I was told that they were looking for me a match. They had spoke to Jerry, and then he had to decline because he said he didn't have enough time to get ready. So I'm Morzov. I spoke to him briefly, and he said he's already got stuff going on in those dates, and maybe October. So I think October would actually be like November 1st would be that event. So who knows, man? No rope pulling today because I have Paul Lynn and Storm Chelino coming in. Their flights got delayed, so don't know what time they're actually going to arrive. We're going to film some content today, do some training, do a similar video to how Schoolboy and Morzov did on, doing lifts and comparing strengths on those things. Do some training. We have the Arkansas State tomorrow. Paul's going to help me ref and stuff, and I think Storm's going to compete. Maybe a big practice tomorrow night, and then maybe shoulders of Paul Lynn before he leaves out on Sunday, something like that maybe. Balance shake, mmt.leviton.com. Is awesome. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to let Alex pull Devin and then pull me right. We just saw what happened to him versus Morzov. I can't have... I mean, I'd love to pull Alex, and I've been asking for that for a while, but we saw what happened to him versus Morzov after nearly dying pulling Devin. So, and he screwed either way. If he pulls Devin first, then he's screwed for pulling me. Pulls me first, he's screwed for pulling Devin. I have no idea what opponent Auden can go up against. Any pull-ups in your workouts? I have not done a whole lot of pull-ups since the recovery, since the injury, but I think I'm going to start implementing some. I don't understand 500 grams more, so I guess that's 1 point something pounds. So I can't lift the belt. So I'm doing every other day, and currently the way I'm programming it, the seated pronation goes up 2 pounds, riser curl goes up 1 pound, wrist cupping goes up 10 pounds the first week, maybe 10 pounds the second week. I don't remember. Maybe it's 10, 5, 5, 5, something like that. Side pressure, outside side pressure goes up 5 pounds. pronation gauge back pressure goes up 5 pounds. Static holds go up 2 pounds 1 2 day period, and then 3 pounds 1 day 2 period, and then back and forth. Thank you, Phil. I don't know what you deleted, but appreciate it. Good to see you this morning, Phil. You're a bad man. Yep. What's your favorite book in the Bible? I don't know. Philippians. Probably. Riser goes up 1 pound every other day. I was going to start at 100. I ended up waiting a week to start, so I started at 103. And it goes up every day, so every other day. So hopefully it's like a 119 or something like that by the time the end of this prep is. But see, that's the thing, guys. I inspired you to start doing morning routines. I'm doing mine as well. Good deal, Caleb. It helps get the blood going, gets endorphins going, burns body fat, especially if you're fasted. But yeah, so when we say a house tour, well, we've done a gym tour. We'll do an outside recreational space tour. I doubt I'll ever do a house tour. The house is kind of our private sanctuary, you know. Yeah, me versus Georgi Svekov would be a great match, but his left is injured. We're not injured. He's recovering from bicep tear surgery. So, yeah, I did visit Utah's arm wrestling clubs. We did the nationwide tour, and I did a beat the champ arm wrestled everybody at their club that night. It's a really good video. It went way viral on Facebook. Did decent on YouTube, but you can find it either place. Utah's awesome though. How long do you train when you're training? Varies. I probably get in kind of cardio a couple hours a day. Prime Dennis versus Prime Dave. Prime Dennis. Right hand match. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Legit, we can't do a right hand match because he's still recovering from his left hand. He can't even grab the hand peg, you know. When my right arm, my doctor didn't let me arm wrestle. I pulled left-handed in July and August, and I tore my bicep in end of February. Had surgery March. So when did he tear his? That was May. I guess so he tore his in May. So that would be September, October would be the earliest he could pull right-handed, you know. Am I going to be at the Shaw Classic? If I have a match, I'll be at the Shaw Classic. If I don't have a match, I can't justify the trip. It costs me $90 a day to leave my dogs, to board my dogs. If we count boarding my dogs and parking at the airport. So that plus the expense of getting there and all that stuff, and we just built this amazing pool. I'm not leaving unless it's a paid gig. You know what I mean? Levon should pull the winner of Vitali and Devin, and Armez the loser. So the loser should pull Armez, the winner should pull Levon. I got it. Yeah, my swimming's not near as good as it used to. I grew up on a lake, grew up in a pool, used to swim great. And now shoulders pump up a whole lot. But I just love being in the pool. We get in every single day. Can I make a conversation with Devin? I don't understand what you mean. Which voter or Dennis stayed active? Either would have been great for an icon versus icon showdown Shaw Classic. Yeah, that would have been good stuff. Devin Lair versus Camille left hand, who wins? Man, right now Camille still may have his number at that flop press. If Devin can't counter it, that thing goes in there real fast. Do I think Todd Hutchins has a chance at 105 again? Yeah, he needs to be thicker, you know. A 95 kilogram Todd can't win the 105 in my opinion. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, man? I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed. Like I said, I got Paul Lynn and Storm Chalino coming in today. Corey's gonna meet us here. We're gonna do some good training, shoot some content. So full fun weekend of arm wrestling. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Dev and I are not pulling. We spoke yesterday. Right now, we're trying to support each other, Team West. And You know, it'd either be, like I said, him pulling Alex left-handed most likely. Dennis Splinkoff would be first left-handed still if I think he didn't. Who knows, man? My husband Brandon's a big fan. Wish him a happy birthday. Well, happy birthday, Brandon. Hope that gets to you. Thoughts on Arm Wrestling Reality TV show? We've been talking about it for years. I mean, just someone needs to make it happen. No, I'm not going to try heavy bicep curl like Levon. I can't do it. I think very few people can. There's a handful of people. Like I saw a guy the other day going on 350 pretty reasonably, you know. So, Ryan versus Brandon, who wins? I have no idea. Brandon's, you know, got more experience. I'm probably pretty close in strength when it comes to just normal strength. Oh, so you're moving to Kansas, and that's where the event's at. Well, good deal, Warren. Good luck to you. Brandon B. Of course. Nah, listen, dude. Today's not arms. I've already trained arms. I do bicep curls every week, so I'm not gonna try to do a, you know, cheat curl PR. Not without prepping for it. Best left hand arm wrestler ever. I don't know. Dennis. Vitaly, maybe. I don't know. I'd say, I don't know. It'd be nice to see. Dennis was really impressive. Very impressive. Pound for pound, there's no doubt Oleg Zark was the best, in my opinion. I would probably most likely, use my King's move in a match versus Levon. I will use an open top row that's legal within the rules. What's my goal for Seated Pro Nation? Well, I've got it programmed out to hit a 176.2 this prep, and that's going to be like August 8th. I don't know, Caleb. I guess he's just trying to let people know and be transparent about stuff. So I guess Baku is happening August 30th, you know. I don't know the question. Do I think my King's move against Levon would be dangerous? Dangerous for me? I don't care. I mean, you get on the table, you arm wrestle, do whatever you can to win. What do I need to do to get the match with Levon? Well, I mean, Devin and I was actually talking yesterday. If he was to beat Vitaly, he wants a longer prep. So the next in line would be me, you know, unless, you know, because Vitaly would be getting the match, but if Devin beats him, so then you go to, I lost to Vitaly, but then I won my last match, so I'm the guy coming off a win, so it'd be me, but I probably need to win. You know, that's if Devin could beat Vitaly. So I probably need to win one or two more matches unless something interesting like that happens. Strength is more important. Interestingly, the Eastern Floor is hating on Devin, but we had up all the video views on East vs. West YouTube. Over 50% total count alone are on Devin. Well, that's interesting. Can't face Devin at the Shaw Classic, man. Devin's prepping for Vitaly mid-prep. I'm coming off 2 matches since Devin's last match. No time for me to be in peak form. I tell people all the time, if you want to pull Devin, you need to peak for Devin like you're, or prepare for Devin like you're preparing for Levon. It's a very large ask, so I at least need a level playing field. I can't let Devin go in prime peak to me coming off, you know, off a recent match. So we talked about it yesterday that we both want to be, if we had to, we'd want to be really prepped for that match. Hey, baby. Drinking your Leviton morning balance shake. Looking awfully cute.
Getting the rooms ready for Paul and
That's what I figured.
Storm. Have they made their next flight yet?
I mean, my phone's on Do Not Disturb now, so I can't know for 13 more minutes. Prime Zoc versus Alizon. Prime Zoc. I know somebody else said Alizon will win, but Prime Zoc. I mean, he's still too light for Alizon, but it would be very interesting. He was amazing. Mike will beat Battalion rematch. I definitely would be willing to do it for sure. Gennady versus Gurdecha. The super heavyweight Gennady, give Gennady 55-45. The Gennady that showed up cutting weight to 115 Alex definitely the favorite there. Hello from Cape Breton Island from Canada. Do I think I can stop Levon from flash pin me? Yes, I do. Pick it up, Nebraska. Jody Larrett versus Rebecca. There had to be a lot of money on the line. Phil Woody, appreciate the support. Thank you. I know you. Keep it up. Keep it up. Appreciate your super chat. Thank you, sir. Michael should beat Morzov. I like my chances in that match for sure. Oh wow. I thought I had 13 minutes left. I had 16 minutes left. I was counting backwards. Rebaz against my current form. I would definitely be favored highly in that match. Well, we don't know what happens at Esco. Like I said, the last time Devin pulled Levon, he was like 260 something. A 300-pound Devin may be able to change the outcome. 78 watching, only 26 likes, guys. Let's go. Appreciate it. What style scares you? There's not one. It's just arm wrestling, guys. Nothing to be afraid of. Game plan for Devin in case Devin wins against Vitali. I think, he would want a big prep for a Levon match, in my opinion. But I don't know. Maybe he'd want to pull somebody else and then prep for Levon. I don't know. Who knows? Noah, hey Michael, we can meet one day. Just let me know where, man. I'm all over the place. Do I plan on upsizing to beat the best in the world, say 310? Not unless I could do it without gaining body fat. My body gets fat very easy, so it doesn't. I don't think it helps me at all. I just said Devin and I are not having a match. You've said this like 6 times. Devin and I are not having a match anytime soon. We're both supporting each other. Team West. Plus, he's wanting to see me pull Levon, and he wants to pull Levon, so we're kind of just supporting each other right now. We will eventually pull, I have no doubt. Am I ready for Alex if the match happens at Shaw Classic? I'm prepping for a match at Shaw Classic, so I'll be ready for whatever match they set me up. Prime Dennis, Prime John. I'd say Prime Dennis. Yeah. I think the biggest factor with Irma's losing to Levon was Irma's max effort loading in the setup and not having anywhere to go on go, except just hold on and hope nothing, hope he can stop the match. I'm sure there'll be a rematch between Devin eventually. We've already been to India. We had a great time. People were very nice. But that is too far of a trip for me to go again without it being, financially, sensible. My confidence versus Morzov if the match happens. Yeah, I like my chances a whole lot. I think that's one that, stylistically goes my way, Not trying to bring in new moves, Joanne Peck, just trying to, get stronger in the lanes that are good for me. Yeah, Matt Mass just won left-handed against, came back in an amazing match versus Iraklis Rakashvili, 1-3-2. Do I still progress in my lifts? Am I stronger than I was in 2018? Yes, I'm still progressing in my lifts, and yes, I'm stronger than I was in 2018. But I wasn't doing these lifts in 2018. I'm not the strongest I've ever been in the gym, but I've done the strongest back circuit I've ever done the last couple of preps. How many times have I pulled against Jerry Caderet and what's your record? So he pinned me twice, 3 times. I pinned him once. So that's 3-1. Then I won 3-0. So that's 4-3. Then I won again. That's 5-3. Then he beat me 3-1. So that's 6-6. And I beat him 3-2. So 9-8. I've won 9. He's won 8. So Ryan, I think if they like the match, the promoters like the match, you versus Sasha, because you both like to grind in, but probably need a higher match than Alan Ford to justifiably say you earned the right. Now, if they like the matchup, they can give it to you. Like, there's no doubt about that. It could be an interesting, just inside banger. But what weight did you pull? Was it 209 that you pulled, 95 kgs that you pulled Alan Ford at? Because is Sasha 209 or is he? Yeah, Sasha is 209, I guess. Yeah, Sasha a bad dude though. Yeah, I can't tell you how to avoid a pec tear. I tore my pec as well. Would you consider pulling any lower Americans like Jaggers or Chafee? Well, you can't put Jaggers and Chafee in the same conversation. Chafee is a legend already, so it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense because they can't sell it to recruit.
Yeah, Rebecca said it doesn't make sense because they can't. The additional pay-per-view sales for having me pull another American who's not Jerry or somebody like that, doubtful they would be able to recoup just my pay alone, much less, travel and everything else that's there. But I don't know. There's a bunch of good guys out there. I mean, if it's meant to be, I'll have a match with God's will. I'll have a match. If it's not, I won't. I'm just going to keep training. Tendonitis issues. I mean, everyone who trains has tendon issues and stuff like that. Levon Prime destroys Lefty's Prime. Levon's just a better arm wrestler. Let's go, Mike, and all things are possible. USA, God bless from Texas. God bless you as well, Rusty. Yeah, I don't know what the two-hand work that Devin's doing is dangerous to me, but if it's working for him, let him do it. I don't train any differently for anybody. I just keep training what I do. Hi from Philippines. What's happening? I don't remember what the question was. But we were talking about, if it's meant to be. So if it's meant to be for me to have a match, I'll have a match. If it's not, then I'll just, continue training, continue getting stronger. And the next available opportunity that makes sense, I'll be competing, Why are you not training today? What are you talking about? So I'm sitting here doing cardio with you online. And I've got all my lifts to do today. Paul and Storm will be here. We'll be doing training for that. Yeah, I'm always training, guys. MG Blast, let's go. What's up? Gotta go. Back to your vids later. Take care, Noah. 83 people, 42 thumbs up, guys. Let's hit that. Double tap the screen or whatever. Do I still have my same aggression from 2018? I don't know.
Well, that might be the guy that said that I drained all of your energy here in your matches because I was so scared.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do I have a strategy for Devin in the future? Yep. Win. You got to beat his riser. You got to be his riser. Got to keep the height and keep him stretched out as much as possible. Hardest match for me, except for Vaughn, probably is Devin, just because we both know each other so well. Prime John versus Prime me. I believe it's me. I don't think he gets through me multiple rounds. Would I ever pull Corey? Yeah, if it made sense. Normal number of protein intakes between 300 and 400 grams a day. Calories about 4,000. I don't listen to music when I train because a lot of times we're filming and you can't have music. I like Skillet. I like 80s rock. I like stuff like that. Pronation gauge back pressure is, in my opinion, the key to beating LeBron. I don't know which one was my hardest battle I've ever had. There's been a bunch.
Frank was pretty tough.
Lamparelli?
Yeah, that match you battled hard in.
That match is the match versus Marshall Barboza where my arm was twisted this way all crazy.
Oh, that was crazy.
Way worse, you know. But
I wasn't with you in those.
it doesn't count. I think, how many more years do you think I can keep competing at the top, babe?
I'm saying in 2 years, we are doing something different.
Yeah, I say if I want to, I can be at the top for 5 more years if I want, you know. It all just depends on how training goes, injuries, all that stuff. Does Marshall still pull? Yeah, I don't know what his level is right now. Would I rather beat Jerry Caderet or Artem Morzov? Jerry Caderet gets me moved up in the rankings, but I'd probably rather beat Artem Morzov, you know. 8 more years till I'm 60. Yeah, it'd take a $100,000 super chat for me to shave the beard. I don't think we do it for 10 grand. Rebecca likes it too much. Are you getting the thing over, baby? Fuck. It's gonna close on you. It just closed on you. It locks. Good job, girl. What was my elbow surgery? Well, I had my bicep tendon resutured, retuberalized, reattached, and I had about, between a racquetball and tennis ball amount of bone taken out, called osteophytes from multiple fractures over the years. What's your roadmap back to #1 in the world? #1 spot in the world? Well, like I said, if Devin beats Vitali and he doesn't want, if he needs more time to prep for Levon, there's a legitimate chance for me to get in there and pull him, right? Because Vitali would have just lost. Jerry lost to him. Hermes lost to him. Devin's lost to him twice. If Devin didn't want it, I'm next in line, right? Well, I've been arm wrestling for 35 years, so I've ran a personal training business. I've done some sort of personal training for 25 years. I ran my own private facility personal training business since 2007. We were real successful in network marketing. So we did that for a bit. And then, social media brand deals, stuff like that. Who would you fist fight? Whoever's disrespectful. Yeah. I don't take kindly to disrespect, especially towards my loved ones. So, most fun experience I've ever had arm wrestling. Too many to list, guys. Too many to list. Best arm wrestler of all time, greatest arm wrestler of all time, John Brazing. No one ever duplicated what he did. The strongest arm wrestler in history is Levon. Hello from the Netherlands, sir. What's up, Skylab? Man, down this, okay, we got 77 people, 55 thumbs up. Oldest arm wrestler you know, Norm Devio. I don't know how old he is. Got to be up there. He'd be probably close to 80. I would assume something like that. Netherlands in the chat. Okay. Hello, what's up? Got 86 people, 59 thumbs up, guys. Y'all double tap the screen or exit out. Hit that like button. Come on back. I got 2 minutes left, gentlemen. And ladies, if there's any on here. Is there a match in which you thought you will lose even prior to the match? Not really. There might have been some super matches early in my career that I wasn't super optimistic about, but can we see a collab with Toddzilla again? Our schedules conflict a lot. He's busy. Todd doesn't like to go a lot of places, so I don't see anything happening like that anytime soon. Thanks for the live feed. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Skylab. Please collab with Brian. Brian and I discussed it in Chicago. It's just got to line up our schedules. I think if Dev and I both had the same amount of prep right now, I think it's at least 50-50. You know, I like my chances a lot. Me versus Pablo left hand rematch during the Shaw Classic. So I've already been told that Pablo has been offered a left-handed match. But I said this on calls the other day. It's going to take me 3 months to get my left arm ready because I've got shoulder and elbow injuries. But yeah, so Monster Factory event would be cool. So yeah, if I don't end up having a match, we might try to raise that $20,000 we need. Probably $2,500 sponsors and give them integrations in each match or something like that. Probably raise that money and hold a Monster Factory event in the meantime. 3 matches ran off happens. Can he take 1 round like he did this last time? I don't think so. So would you have to fill that up with something? Oh. Sand or water? Oh. All right, guys. That's my time limit. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Will not be here tomorrow. We have Arkansas State. And there's a good chance I'm not here Sunday. We'll be live for Arkansas State. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be on Sunday or not because Paul and them will be here. So unless we're all on there together, it would just...
Oh, it might be easier to do water.
Yeah, so it'll probably be Monday. But hope you guys have a blessed weekend. Take care. See you soon.